Gaze, zoom in on the actual model. No, don't zoom in, Gaze.
All right, so this here is the inner ear model. I'd like to start off with the semicircular canals, both the anterior, posterior, and lateral semicircular canals, responsible for monitoring circular rotation or rotational acceleration, things like the pitch, roll, and yaw, respectively. Thought you'd like that one.
They told us about it.
Making up these semicircular canals, we're going to have a bony labyrinth and a membranous labyrinth filled with perilymph and endolymph, respectively, I believe. Or strike that, reverse it. Down here, we have an overlying saccule and an underlying utricle, monitoring linear acceleration. Things like up and down elevator, or back and forth, side to side, motorcycle, roller coaster. The nerve monitoring this over here, your semicircular canal, and this underlying area known as the vestibule, composed of the utricle and saccule, is monitored by the vestibular branch of cranial nerve number 8, the vestibulocochlear nerve. Whereas the other half monitors this snail-shelled structure known as the cochlea. No one actually probably did this, but this comes apart. And we can see inside this snail shell. And there are a couple of different tubes you need to be aware of. We have things like a tympanic canal, a vestibular canal or duct, and a cochlear duct. In between the cochlear and vestibular, we have what's known as a basilar membrane. And then we have, drawing a blank right now. Probably because all these cameras on me. Thanks, guys. Getting all nervous. I believe it's a vestibular membrane separating these two canals. I really wish this were a bit larger because I could explain how this third membrane, shown really small in there, the tectoral membrane, how it gets pushed up upon by these tiny little hair cells with hairs or kinocilia and stericilia found at their apical surface that push up and bend in a certain direction, leading to depolarization or hyperpolarization. We learned those terms the other day, of the individual axons making up this nerve. We'll explore this a bit more in lecture. That was honestly Cliff Notes, but we went over all the major structures I could possibly ask you on this model.